In recent years, many observers have labeled the energy business a risky one. But to those who weigh the relevant data carefully, risk really represents tremendous opportunity. In the midst of one of the toughest periods ever for the natural resources industry, the founders of Great Western Resources believed that outstanding business opportunities did and still do exist. Since its founding in 1984, Great Western has already grown to be among the top 75 natural resource companies in the United States, with interests in coal, oil, and natural gas. And we're poised for further growth by taking advantage of strategic business opportunities as they arise. Making the most of promising opportunities is only part of the philosophy of Dan Pena, founder and chairman of Great Western, who envisions an even more significant role for the company in the years ahead.
So Great Western was founded originally to be an exploration and production company. That idea has been refined, that dream has been expanded to be a major force in natural resources in the United States, to be a $2 or $3 billion company. That is the current plan. When the company was founded with the idea that we were going to be a large exploration and production company, we were able to change or modify that idea to encompass something other than oil and gas when we found it very, very difficult to plan quarter by quarter or year by year on an industry that had continuing price fluctuation, no stability. So we were adept enough to venture into the coal business in a very big way and add stability. During the time that the industry was suffering, principally, we have been able to succeed where other companies in the natural resource field have not, because of, one, our aversion to debt, staying out of debt, high gearing, whereby we could predict with some certainty, irrespective of what oil and gas prices did, what our cash flow was going to be. Part and parcel of that idea was our diversification into the coal business, where we could determine, based on our 3 long-term contracts with 2 gilt-edge utilities, what we were going to make and what our margins were going to be, where our upside would be, and the cherry on the cake, if you will, was going to be our oil and gas, how effective we were in our exploration. And as you've probably already determined, we've been very successful in our offshore exploration in the Gulf of Mexico. The biggest reason that we've been successful is our people. And that starts with me and it goes down. After the 3 principles that founded the company, we've been very, very fortunate in attracting key people. I think John Ernest, Jack Keenan, Gene Draper, Gary Lovelace, to name a few, are the kinds of people that would then go on to the next generation and attract other key people. In 10 years, Great Western should be a company that's in 2 or 3 other natural resources. Great Western should be international. Great Western should have 8 or 10,000 employees. We should have assets of $2 or $3 billion. Great Western will be not necessarily headquartered in Houston, but perhaps headquartered in another major city around the world. We would always have a presence here in Houston because we can't ever foresee the set of circumstances that would change Houston being at least one of the focal points for the energy business, no matter what happens to the energy business.
As Great Western builds for the future, the company already enjoys a strong foundation of resources, starting with our coal operations. Operating approximately 15 underground drift mines and 4 surface mines, Great Western's coal division is one of the leading producers in coal-rich Kentucky. An experienced management team is at the helm of these operations, with economic recoverable reserves of over 75 million tons. Significantly, Great Western has long-term contracts with 2 leading public utilities, ensuring a profitable destination for our coal for many years to come. Great Western's mines show productivity rates far higher than the industry average and boast safety records which are equally impressive. Great Western maintains high environmental standards as well. Coal promises to continue to play an important role in this nation's energy future, and the coal operations of Great Western is an excellent foundation as we take on new challenges. Great Western's oil and gas division has also been growing, with approximately 1,800 wells throughout the United States. Onshore, we are operating almost 900 of these wells, with substantial gas production in West Virginia, oil and gas activities throughout Texas, and extensive operations throughout Utah's Bluebell Altamont field. Great Western is, in fact, the second largest operator in this major field. Workover techniques, specially devised by Great Western engineers for the wells in this field, have proven to be highly cost-efficient. Great Western is also a presence offshore, with several wells yielding high production rates of natural gas and condensate. Based on our current successes, we believe there is a very bright and profitable future in offshore exploration and production, and we are actively pursuing other opportunities in this area. Great Western is also looking into a number of international opportunities for exploration and development. In addition to a wealth of natural resources, Great Western has superb human resources, over 1,000 employees who are committed to the company's continued growth. The management team is compact, but brings wide experience and enthusiasm to its task. Their involvement in the company's day-to-day operations is real and intense. Additional leadership and guidance is supplied by a 9-man board of directors, which includes former New York Governor Hugh Carey and Robert Dyke, North Sea legend. Another member of the board is Great Western's Executive Vice President for Finance, former Controller of Gulf Oil, John J. Ernest. Mr. Ernest is one of the most respected financial minds in the natural resources industry and brings unique strength and perspective to Great Western's business decision-making.
So overall, Great Western's financial position, along with its operations, is excellent. I think we act faster. Most of it I would put on people. I think we have the right mix, and moving more so to that, we have the right mix of youth and experience in the people. And we've been very conservative in investing. For instance, we haven't really taken many chances in the oil and gas sector, mainly because of the declining oil prices, and we haven't seen any stability in that area in the past several years. And we haven't mortgaged the company to expand in the oil and gas business. We've stayed away from borrowing money, and that's a basic premise that's been spelled out by the chairman. I think I see Great Western's future, again, I'll go back to our core businesses. I think our coal business, the way we have it structured is sound. It's on a sound basis. It's tied into long-term contracts. I think we'll probably expand maybe outside the geographic area that we're presently in. And expand the coal business outside that area, maybe 50% larger than it is now. I look for the romance side of our business is going to be in the oil and gas side, primarily gas, because as we forecast there will be some demand. Although, again, I wouldn't mortgage the company on that. It'll be a methodical, risk-assessed approach to making those type of investments, and we'll do it right.
In a world hungry for energy and power, natural resources will continue to be a precious commodity. At Great Western Resources, we're aware of the risks and opportunities inherent in bringing those resources to the world market. And while as recently as 1984, we dreamed of serving as a major force in the natural resources industry, today we are actively turning that vision into a successful reality.